If you're in your 20s, 30s, or even 40s, there's a very good chance you're underpaid for your age, and you might not even realize it. Because when you look at the actual numbers, it's not what most people expect or think. So let's look at this article style like section. Look at some data. So income tends to increase with age, but not as much as people think. So for workers in the early 20s, median income typically falls between 35,000 and 45,000 per year, depending on location and industry, of course. And by the late 20s, that number often goes up to like 45,000 to 60,000. People gain experience and switch jobs or whatever. So that's the 20s. In the 30s, median income tends to increase further, often landing somewhere around between 60 and 85,000 annually, especially for those in professional or technical jobs or roles. However, this is also when major expenses begin to rise. So that pike, I guess it's you may not even feel it. So housing, childcare, insurance, transportation, stuff like that. When you're, I remember. Do you remember when you were 20s didn't pay for anything? um, well, you might be different, but a lot of 20-something-year-olds, it's like their expenses are super low and they still complain, but it's like when they're in their 30s, like, oh man, I had so much time and money. But anyways, by the time workers reach their 40s and early 50s, income usually peaks. So the median earnings during these years often range from 70 to 100 or more. But even at higher income levels, many people report feeling financially stressed and stretched. One of the key reasons is the difference between income growth and cost of living increases. It also depends on where you live, of course, but we've been seeing the inflation go kind of crazy. So while income may rise over time, expenses like housing, food, healthcare, and childcare have increased significantly over the past several years. As a result, even individuals earning six figures often feel like they're not making real financial progress. This has led to a growing perception that income alone is no longer enough to build wealth. Um, this is what we're going through, guys. I still feel like we're probably in the best country for opportunity and everything, but and maybe we're just getting comfortable. Because I do have other friends in other countries and family in other countries. It's just the lifestyle. I think a lot has to do with the lifestyle, because like you have to have the house, you have to have the car, you have to have you have to take the vacation just to put it on Instagram or whatever, and like that adds up a lot. Okay, and you have to have the latte. You have to, and like the latte per se, just the latte is not going to affect anything, but it's all the little things combined because you want it all that adds up, and then you're like left stuck, not investing at all, and everything's gone. Okay, so like even 90, 100K, there's so many people making that they feel like they're not getting ahead because they're not. It's just it's all gone. Um, let's see. Let's break down the numbers here. Let's look at the numbers. So 90K with taxes, we're looking at like what, 6 grand a month, with rent being 2,500 to three, with a family or whatever, groceries 1,000 plus, 1,500 plus, going out, and then insurance, car, potentially daycare if you have kids. It's all gone with 90. Um, it's just, I guess, the numbers of just rent, groceries, insurance, and all that. It doesn't even equate. Like in other countries, that is has people go crazy when I tell them that. We have friends in Brazil and Peru and Argentina. When I tell them the numbers, they're like, "How?" And then I tell them, "Well, people make a little bit more," but then we do the numbers, and it's like it doesn't even make sense. Um, Now, in those countries, also, obviously, they make a lot less, but they're happier with a lot less as well. So I think that's the biggest thing right here, because you could make a normal living, um, and be happy and like not be stressed with money. But when your friends are going here and your friends are whatever, or your neighbor, blah blah blah, and you're uh, where you go to a school, they have that car, and then that becomes a whole mess. So let's see here. Big truth. Some people think I just need to make more money, but the problem is expenses are rising just as fast. And I saw this on Ryan Pineda's show. Like he's just like a crazy entrepreneur. He's so good at it. So he just makes more money. He just spends a lot of money. He just makes more money. For the normal person, like being an entrepreneur, coming up with ideas is like, it's probably pretty hard for them. I'm an entrepreneur. I come up with ideas, but I'm not like the best. I'm not like Ryan Pineda. So like I have to like lower my expenses and not go crazy with the lifestyle. I have a pretty good lifestyle, but I don't go like overboard, and like I'm always conscious about like what I'm spending and everything. Maybe hopefully one day I don't have to think about that. That would be kind of cool. Like where you make enough to like kind of live however you want to live, and still like you're still good. But that in itself, I feel like it's a job, because as our lifestyle has increased, it keeps on increasing, and it's like, okay, now that little thing increased, like we're staying in better hotels, like now that's, maybe a couple grand a year more, like, well, hey, relax, any little thing can increase it. And then that's the whole thing with increasing your income or lowering your expenses, because it's like, obviously making more money sounds like the more logical thing, but it's like, how easy is that? So but anyways, and this is why I focus on expenses, and I focus on the biggest expense, which is housing, besides taxes, I guess. It might be, housing might be more expensive than taxes, but it depends on where you live and what you're renting or bought. But I always talk about house hacking. I talk about housing, transportation, and food, but the biggest thing is housing. So I'm a real estate guy. I'm a realtor here in North Carolina, so shameless plug. If you're here in Raleigh, I can personally help you buy or sell a house, or if you're buying anywhere else or selling anywhere else, I got you. I'll connect you to a great agent. You can look online too, but I vet them. I talk to them. I look at their Instagram and their social media platforms, and I kind of give you like 2 or 3, like, hey, these are good. Like, they'll help you pick whoever you want, but you're fine, instead of going blind. So hit me up on Instagram, say hi, or just send me an email. But anyways, yeah, housing. I house hack, and it's tremendous for expenses and just lifestyle in general. Like, it's not, the positives super outweigh the negatives, and you just got to learn a few little property management tips or whatever. So check out my my house hacking videos. Every time we have friends over and I show them the ADU, or tell them how much it makes or whatever, they always like ask more questions, like, and they really want to do it. The problem is actually going to, they're here, they're like, yeah, and like, okay, what about this house? And it's like, but then they go back to their life, and it's like, and it just, they forget about it. You have to put the action in, like actually put maybe an hour a week to like even think about it, and like put a plan of like studying this Airbnb, or studying midterm rentals or whatever. And even asking me questions, like, I charge for this. Like, I have a Calendly thing on the comments or whatever. I charge for advice, but with this channel that I just started, like, if you ask me whatever in the comments, like, I will answer it. It doesn't matter. I'm not charging for it. It's free. So, and I want to do this because I want to get monetized eventually, because these videos are kind of fun. But this is free stuff for you. I've done it all. I've done Airbnb. I've done midterm rentals. I've done the whole room thing, but like not really, because it was like we blocked the door and like did like a landing on the side. We've done the main home in the basement. We've done the attached ADU, a detached ADU. We've done it all. Okay, with the house hacking thing and like offsetting the rent. Somehow I know, as far as like renting per room, I know like most of the laws, like fair housing and stuff like that. Obviously, like, I still read about it and like maintain like continuing education or whatever that I have to do. So I'm like always on it, and like I have usually I will have the answer to whatever you all whatever question you got going on as far as house hacking and buying, something like that. So just, hit me up. This is, I mean, I'll waste time answering your question, whatever you got. Um, but hopefully, eventually, if the more value I bring, I get monetized. So, but just ending the video, I mean, I'm just curious: are you underpaid with the numbers that I gave you? Does it feel like you're underpaid because everything's more expensive, or does it feel like you're actually underpaid and you should get another job or whatever? I've seen a lot of people get second jobs, like driving Uber or Uber Eats or whatever it is, DoorDash, doing the Walmart thing. We have Walmart Plus, and there's some crazy cars that come and park and drop off bars of soap or whatever. I'm like, how do you have that car driving? Like, obviously, that's a side hustle. I'm assuming, and they have their job and just doing it on the after hours or during the weekend. But yeah, again, just to close, house hacking, transportation, and food. Don't buy the most expensive car. And try to eat more at home instead of eating out that much. I mean, we just ate out with the family. It was like over $250. It's just, I mean, that eats into your thing. Even if it's once a month, you can put that in the total stock market, and have millions of dollars later on just by cooking your food at home. Like, you can put $200 if you eat out twice a month. That's $400. Like, it's a no-brainer. I just feel like maybe it comes down to like energy levels as well. I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, if you like don't sleep well, you don't eat well or whatever, you're more prone to saying like, screw it, let's just go eat and spend the $270 instead of like, let's go to Aldi or whatever, Trader Joe's or whatever, get some food, let's cook it at home, and then we'll save $150, $200. So I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, but hopefully, even if you're underpaid, this video helps you, because even if you're underpaid, I guarantee you can get ahead with some side hustles and house hacking and looking at your expenses with Rocket Money or whatever budget app you want to use. So I'll catch you on the next one. See you guys. Bye.